Hey, what's up, man?
Hi.
Hey, so, Henry, you have a Facebook group?
I do. It's called the Prank Kid Dodo Doodle Duelist Facebook group.
Oh, man, how many people do you have right now?
It's like 1,100 right now.
What?
Yeah.
This is crazy, crazy.
Yeah. The last time we made a video was like 400, so it's definitely ever since the YCS. We went up.
Super popular.
Yep.
So you have the deck profile?
Mm-hmm.
What's different?
Rocksies, and just like the extra deck a little bit, and the fact that you could play more names, you can just play different cards. So
Yeah.
just briefly go into the deck profile.
How many percentage better is it from before?
I would say like 30-ish% more consistent, and like 30-ish more like powerful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Show me this cool stuff.
Okay, so main deck time. So we have the 3 fancies, 3 dropsies, 3 lampsies, and the 3 Rocksies. This is what's new. They all special summon when they use this fusion link material for a Prank Kid monster. They all have a primary effect before they do that. This foolishes any Prank Kid card. This one gains 1,000. This one burns for 500. And the new one banishes a card from your hand and draws a card.
Draws a card?
Draws a card.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's really good. Except the only thing that's bad is like when you have like something good in your hand, like desires or something, something good, or like a hand trap. You don't want to banish that, but like you have to like activate the effect. So like that's what I don't like about it. But like what's good about it is that you can always end with one more monster on the field, and you can afford to like go neg, and you can still like end on a decent board. So.
Are they optional or like mandatory to activate?
Well, it's a special. You have to banish the draw.
Okay.
So, yep, that's it for the Prank Kids. So good.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hand traps, only triple Ash Blossom. I wanted to play more, but like you need to have like 5 cards in your hand all the time. Like you need to have 5 cards that do different things. So you need to have like 2 Prank Kid monsters. You need to have a fusion. You need to have like an extender. You need to have like a Call by the Grave or like a Cosmic or something like that. And desires. You don't really have that much room for hand traps. So like I just play Ash because it hits the most things. But I would probably play Joel if I could play anything else, like a big tournament. But like Ogre is like okay. It's like not that great. Maybe Gamma's okay, but like too much room. You can't really afford it. So
It's like a monster mash kind of deck.
so 3 Ash. That's it for the monsters. For the spells, I only play 3 plays. I don't play. My last profile, I played Terraforming and I played Fusion Recycling Plant. I ended up cutting those because A, I play Desires, and B, like you don't want to see multiples of it. So like seeing multiples is not that good, but you want to see one is like ideal. So it's really good for chain blocking with when you fusion summon, making a chain link 3, 4, 5, and then like when you link summon, decrease all their guys. You can attack over stuff more easily. And then getting into it first in the mirror match is really key because like all your monsters are bigger than their monsters, so it's like how you win. So yeah, it's really good. Just adds consistency to your deck. I don't play Terraforming also because Joel's really popular right now, and like I don't want to lose to that card. So
And Thunder Dragons.
Thunder Dragons.
Thunder.
So I play some fusion spell cards. I play Polymerization, 3 of that, 3 of the Pandemonium, and 2 Invocations. So this is like one of the things that changed about my list. Like I don't play King of the Swamp anymore. So like again, like I don't want to get called by the grave because it's 3 called by the graves now. So much, you know. And you know, like and Joel too. So like I just want something that couldn't be Ash, couldn't be called by the grave or Joel, whatever. I just wanted to be able to fuse and like, at least go into my play, you know. So I play 3 of this, 2 of this. These like don't prevent you from going into Toad, so that's really good. This one prevents you from going to Toad, but you can also add this back with Doodles, so you can get like 2 fusions out of this, which is really good. So it's like 2 for the price of 1, and like it keeps your plays going. You always want to have 2 of this set when you end your turn. So
what's the restriction on this? You can't.
you only special summon Prank Kid monsters for the rest of the turn. So you can't go into totally awesome.
Okay.
Great, but like yeah, I think like 8's really good ratio. It's popularized at YCS Milan. Yeah. So it's like a poly, but like slightly worse. But like it's just like having an extra poly. So, alright, so that's it for the fusions. We play 8 of them. You're always going to open up 1. And if you don't open up 1, you can open up an extender. So, Instant Fusion, best card in the deck. And then Pranks, like another good card. So, like, I play 3 of this because this is, like, okay going first. A lot of times there's a special Weather Washer, and, like, normal someone to prank it and just go into my play. And you can go into you can, like, make a more extensive play now that Rocksies is out because you have another name to use. So, like, Instant Fusion is, like, okay going first. But then, like, after turn 1, it's just Soul Charge. Like you fusion for Rocket, you bring back 2 of your links, you tag out Dodo Doodle Doo, you get 2 more cards, so it's +3. So it's like a very good card. So Instant Fusion is definitely the best card in the deck. And then Pranks is like one of the better cards. You can open up multiples with it, and you can discard the other one. You just need to recycle your guys really early because you use 8 names in the first 2 turns. You use 4 on your turn and 4 on your opponent's turn, so you need to like recycle them really quickly. And then sometimes you need its effect to get a token to go into like plays. So
Okay.
Helps you OTK too.
OTK time.
OTK time. Your 4 defensive cards. I play 2 Cosmic and 2 Cold. So Cosmic I like because against Striker you can banish the Engage, you can banish the Area 0. Against Ultrageist you can banish, you can hit the Rivalry, you can hit the Protocol. Call by the Grave is very good. I would play 3, but again you need a diverse hand, so you can't really afford to open up multiples. But it's really good in the mirror match. It's really good against like random decks that rely on the Grave, and I would keep it against Ultrageist, so it's a pretty good card.
Okay.
So
So Cosmic, why is it better than MST?
Well, MST doesn't banish. Cosmic, you can gain life points with Dropsies, so it's next to no cost right now in this deck, and it just like hits like everything, and I just think like the banishing is just like worth it. So,
Okay.
And then I play True Desires. So I used to not believe in Desires before because you only had 9 names total. So like banishing 4 of them would like suck.
Yeah.
But now you can afford to banish more. That you have 12 with 3 Rocksies. So you can afford to banish them. You draw into your extenders, something like that, your hand traps or defensive cards, and like the +2 is so good in this deck. So True Desires. And then I play 2 traps. I play 1 plan. I used to slide this, but now I main it. I think it's so important to send off fancies on your opponent's turn, so this way you can banish it, shuffle your guys back on your, when they attack your guy. So sometimes you can prevent your monsters being destroyed by battle if you like use this correctly. You can save your resources and then use them on your opponent's turn to make Royal Sword and kill them. So I think it's really important. And then against back row decks, you search it and you link summon for the Rip Roaring Roaster and Harpy Feather Dust to your opponent on their turn. So it's pretty good. And the last card I play is Skill Drain.
Whoa! Why do you play this?
Well, I play this because the deck really doesn't activate effects on the field ever. The only time it uses it is like Doodle Doodle Do, effect to search, and all your monsters tag out. So it's like Lone Fighter, just Tribute's Cost, your special from the graveyard. All your other effects are in the graveyard. So against like the Rongo Bongo deck, it's like an auto win. So that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, I
40?
play 40 cards.
Okay.
Yep. So I play double Doodle Doodle Doo. I play 2 the Bow Wow, and I play 1 Rip Roaring Roaster. So I don't think you need to play 3 of Doodle Doodle Doo because by the time you get to the second one, you have access to pranks. So you can just shuffle back and just do it again. By that time, you probably used it. You probably shuffled it back with the plan. So I don't really see the logic in playing 3. Bow Wow is very important to play it too because when you open up pranks, sometimes you need to make this first and then use special fancies and then you go into this. So this is important to play it too, and then of course this unit against back row deck, so it's pretty good.
That's a heavy storm, right?
It's, yeah, Harpy Feather Duster.
Oh, Harpy Feather Duster.
Yeah.
Oops. Wrong term.
For the other links, we play 2 link 3s. I play Unicorn and Triple Burst. So Unicorn is really good because against Thunder Dragons, you can just link up into this and draw a card if it's like pointed to Bow Wow or Doodle and shuffle back their Colossus. This is really good against Ray. You can attack over their Link and they can't activate Ray, you negate it. And then like against random decks like Cosmos or BAs is really good. So I think these are really good. I also don't play any of the generic Link 2s like Phoenix and Cerberus. I think it's almost never worth it to go into them just because you always want to be getting the effects of the prank kids in the graveyard. So you always go for Doodle Doodle or Bow Wow. Like it never comes up. So I think that's like pretty standard right now. For the Link 4s, I play the 2 Boral Dragons. I think these are pretty needed, especially after YCS Milan kind of just destroyed him. Yeah, you just be patient and you summon your 2 links at the end phase, or a link and a regular monster, and you have another monster and you just link 4 into the Boral package. So it's just like really good, and you just steal their guys and you OTK them. So OTK time.
OTK time.
And then I play for the fusions. I play double Rocket. Where'd the other Rocket go? Oh, I lost a Rocket. Where did Rocket go? Oh no! Oh. Here it is. Second Rocket.
Okay, good.
Double Weather Washer.
Make it mine.
And 1 Battle Butler.
Oh, that's a Brigeki dude.
Quick play Raigeki guy. This can attack directly also. This one. Your opponent can't activate card effects like Armades. Yep. So one thing I did was I played the mirror today at locals, and I had this on field, and I had a bunch of other guys, and I was like, you have anything on Battle Stub? He was like, no. He had his own Weather Washer that he was trying to try to tag out, and then I attacked him, and he was like, oh, chain Weather Wash? I'm like, you can't, because on Weather Washer you can't activate card effects. Try to use it on attack declaration, you can't do that. So anyway, yeah, so to this, really good. Usually my instant fusion target for turn 1. This is my instant fusion target for like past turn 1.
So usually it's the Mega Mind guy.
And then Battle Butler, quick play Regeki.
Yep.
So it's pretty good. And then Totally Awesome.
Negate.
Yeah, Negate, Ribbit. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. We'll do the combo video in a separate video.
Okay. See ya.
Bye.